before I'm going to dive in, I would like to give a little bit of a background sa self ko. If you don't know me yet, if this is your first time watching this video, I'm gonna give a little intro before we're going to dive into the real lessons that I have learned for the past year. I'm Suzy. Hello everyone. Hello boss babes and bosses. I usually create content about freelancing, virtual assistant, social media management, and a little bit of lifestyle, productivity, journaling, yung mga job ko na mga ganon. Before, I'm a full-time freelancer. Most of my projects are more on sa digital marketing na side, especially when it comes to social media, marketing, and website development. Right now, I'm here in Australia. I'm an international student. I am taking up Master of Information Technology Extension. I did not choose a niche, but nag-take ako ng cybersecurity, digital forensic, AI, and machine learning. Right now, if you are going to ask me, mas feeling ko more on mag-lean ako doon. Gusto ko sana talaga yung digital forensics, like investigating more on mga digital crimes, yung mga ganon. That would be so exciting. Pero ngayon, mas nahuhook ako when it comes to Python. I'm happy that I'm learning a lot about Python and then AI as well. Learning about model algorithms. Hopefully, I can deep dive more on data analytics niche, or maybe go more on to data scientist role kind of thing. Hopefully, I don't know. I still don't know. Maybe after my master, maybe I will just go back to the Philippines. But I'm just open to all. Like, I'm just really going with the flow. That's my little background. Now, I actually have a list here already kung ano yung isi-share ko sa inyo para wala akong makalimutan. I hope you can get value sa mga isi-share ko sa inyo. And hopefully, mag-enjoy kayo sa video na to kahit parang feeling ko it's not really something that you would be interested in kasi hindi siya tutorial. But yeah, let's do this. So for the first lesson that I would share is that setting boundaries. Yes. Though before, nung nasa Philippines pa ako, I've already implemented this one. Like I always say no sa a lot of things. But after saying no, I would feel guilty. But parang nasa start pa ako dito, I will still feel guilty. But parang along my journey here, hindi na ako nagigilty. Siguro kasi doon sa Philippines, I would say meron akong free time, hindi naman ganun karami. Or dito talaga like, isisiksik mo talaga yung mga schedule mo. So here, by saying no, hindi na ako nagigilty. Like, thank you Lord for giving me this kind of strength, for letting me set boundaries for myself. Sometimes saying no as well sa mga demand ng ibang tao is also a self-respect for yourself. Like protecting yourself, protecting your peace, yung mga ganun. So I really have to strengthen that. And I'm so happy na recently lang pala. When I say no, it's just really like, okay, no guilt at all. So I'm so happy na at least, i-stop mo na ang pagiging people pleaser. I'm so people pleaser kasi, so setting those kind of boundaries, like it's so hard for me. So it's a win for me. So for the second lesson that I would share is that you don't have to have it all figured out. Yes. Most of the time, dito, yan lang yung ginagawa ko. I just wing it. To be honest, I just really winged it everything. Like, ang daming times na talaga na hindi ko alam talaga yung ginagawa ko. But, tinatry ko lang siya na matutunan kung paano siya gawin. Successful naman yung kita niya. Sometimes, I learn things the hard way. Pero most of the time, tatawanan ko lang, ay, akala ko pala hindi ko to kaya or hindi ako marunong ito. But when nasa scenario ka na and nasa situation ka na where you don't have a choice but to do it by yourself, then matututo ka talaga. I would say talaga, you can implement this sa lahat ng aspects sa life mo. You will just have to take one step at a time. So, if may gusto ka talagang i-pursue na, let's say, passion project, your own business, don't think that as a whole. You just need to think what is the first step, second step, and third step na pwede mong gawin to start kung ano yung gusto mong push. Hindi mo kailangan na malaman kung ano yung step 10, step 11, 12, 13, and so on, as long as you will start little by little, step by step. You will just know it kung andun ka na sa situation na yun. If you know what I mean. Okay, so for the third one, appreciate the present moment. In the past few months, I've been really pondering a lot kung ano yung plans ko after taking a master. For me, parang nakadecide ako na after taking master, gusto ko nang umuwi sa Philippines because it's really my comfort sa Philippines. I would say no, nahihirapan ako dito sa siguro when it comes to time management. And mas gusto ko talaga yung lifestyle na parang hindi ako necessary na super early gumising just to go to work. I really like that kind of lifestyle. Parang yan talaga yung nakakapabigat, yung kailangan gumising ng super maaga just to go to work. But I'm just so happy guys. Yung current work ko ngayon, I really don't need to wake up so early. Kasi very cool lang talaga siya. Nung sabi ko before na, can I start 9 a.m. so that hindi ako kailangan super aga na gumising. Okay lang din siya. I'm just so happy. Isa yun sa reason na parang, oh, okay lang pala mag-stay dito. Yung gano'n. Lahat ng mga friends ko, they would always say na I'm going to waste a lot of opportunity since I can still stay here after my masters if I want to. Pero for me talaga, I like the kind of lifestyle that I have in the Philippines. Though I'm so happy and grateful yung mga experiences ko dito. Like, nakadagdag talaga siya na at least maging mature ako. At least, alam ko na ano kayong kakainin ka this lunch. Nakaka-stress yung mag-inisip kung anong kakainin ba. Yeah, those are the kind of things lang naman na nakaka-stress pala, hindi ko in-expect. You know, I'm so careful sa mga share ko kasi feeling ko mababash ako. Like, ano kayong mga problema niya sa buhay? Like, super liit lang. This is like just my own experience lang. And iba-iba tayo ng experience, iba-iba tayo ng level of stress. Like, for other people, those kind of things are not stress for them. But for me, it's a stress. So yeah, let's go back to the topic. Like, since I already decided that I'm just going to go back to the Philippines after getting my master's, dyan ako nag-start na, you know what, while you are still here, enjoy the moment. Like, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the country. Like, nag-book ako ng ticket pa Sydney. Like, gusto ko maka-experience ng lahat-lahat ng mga bagay dito before ako uuwi. Gusto ko na i-maximize lahat ng things na pwede kong magawa dito na I would say, I'm not sure if makabalik pa ako sa Australia or kung makabalik man, when pa kaya. Ayun, like, mas nai-enjoy ko na yung life ko ngayon na ganun yung mindset ko na baka uuwi na ako after master. The next one is prayer is so powerful that can save you from a lot of trouble. Yes. Feeling ko talaga especially yung prayer ng mom ko for me. From friends as well. Like, I have a lot of friends messaging me, don't worry, Sui, I'm always praying for you. You guys know who you are, so thank you so much for all of your prayers. And also, I also pray every single day. I always read Bible. I always read the daily bread every night before I go to sleep. Nakatulong talaga siya and nafe-feel ko talaga a lot of my troubles, parang hindi siya nagiging trouble na. It's because of your prayers, guys. Like, I love you so much. Marami talagang beses na sasabi ko na swerte ako doon yung ganun. But for me, it's not really the swerte kind of thing. More on the power of prayer, I would say. So if you're going to ask me for an example na masasabi ko na I'm saved by grace, nakakaya to share, pero sige. When I'm parking before sa Philippines, I really don't know how to use the mirrors sa side, sa taas, yung gano'n. I don't know how to use that. Magaling ako mag-parking sa Pinas. It's because may camera yung car ko. 360 camera, like nakita talaga yung whole car. So, when I'm parking, I'm just looking at the camera and can see if may matatamaan ako or wala. The car that I'm currently using right now, sa boss ko siya, pinahiram niya sa akin, and ako yung nagdadala ng car. And wala siyang camera, and it's really hard for me to park, especially combat parking and parallel parking. I can do that, pero it will really take time. And pag merong nakasunod sa akin or nagwi-wait sa akin up until makapark ako, napapressure ako. And the more na ma-pressure ako, the more ako natatagalan mag-park. Ayun na nga, pag nag-try ako na mag-backing kasi lalabas ako, hindi ko nakita na meron palang car sa likod ko, and then nabang ko siya. Nagmamadali ako kasi meron akong assessment na need ko ipasa. Tapos walang stable internet connection sa house at that time. That's why I need to go to the mall. Kasi doon, if I'm going to use my hotspot, mas malakas siya. Late na ako ng I think 34 minutes. So nagmamadali ako and then hindi ko namalaya na may kotse pala sa likod and then nabump ko siya. It's a very nice car, to be honest. Like parang bagong-bago pa siya na car. Nagasgasan ko yung likod niya. Tapos yung sa akin naman, thinking nga the car na ginamit ko, it's not my own car. Yung sa company car yung ginamit ko. And then, nasira din yung sa likod, yung rear light, tapos yung bumper din nasira. It's really a mess. But at least, walang nasaktan. Hindi ako nasaktan. Hindi din nasaktan yung owner. Like, super kind talaga. And parang wala lang, I don't know actually kung ano yung comment niya. Kasi yung landlord ko lang nagsabi na, I will just ask kung okay lang sa kanya na hindi na ipa-fix. Or I will just do something about it na lang para hindi masyadong kita yung gas-gas or something. I feel like God is really making sure na even if magkaroon ako ng mga trouble, it will not be really a trouble kasi they will just understand it. Hindi ako napupunta doon sa mga tao ba na very, very strict yung mga ganon. Cool lang talaga. And then, I feel like big part din doon is yung landlord ko. Like, tinulungan niya ako siguro para hindi na magreklamo yung girlfriend niya. Kasi car yun ng girlfriend niya. Okay na yun. Hindi na daw ako mag-worry. Like, oh my God. So, ang problema ko na lang is yung boss ko. Nasasabihin ko sa kanya na na-damage ko yung bumper at rear light niya. But when I shared to him what happened, tinawaran niya lang ako. Like, super cool talaga. Sabi niya, you don't have to worry about it. Hindi daw worthy na mag-worry ako na. Siguro, ang sabi niya, it's because of that. Kasi hindi naman talaga super new car yung car niya. So, I think that's the reason why na parang chill lang talaga siya. And then, may other scenario na naman na nasira ko na naman yung bumper sa front. And then, thank God lang din na yung nasagi ko, it's a heavy trailer or heavy truck, I don't know. Yung nagdadala ng mga malaking metals for construction, yung mga ganun. So, technically, walang nangyari sa trailer na yon or sa truck na yon. Kasi, ano siya, more on metals. And then, yung sa akin lang na halos matanggal yung bumper. Halos matanggal yung bumper. Tapos, nung nakita ng boss ko, what happened? Like, wala lang din siya. No reaction at all. Feeling ko talaga, parang anytime soon, parang i-football ako ng amo ko kasi hindi talaga ako marunong mag-maneuver when it comes to mga parking, backing, yung mga ganun. But thank God naman, at up until now, hindi pa ako finutball. So, yeah, I feel like I'm just so blessed with mga scenarios na mga ganun. Like, mga troubles yun, pero hindi na siya na trouble. If you know what I mean? Because of the people. Like, they're just really cool, like, so kind, so understanding. Like, minimake sure ni God sa akin na nilalagay niya ako sa mga tao na mga ganun. So, yeah, thank you so much for your prayers. Huwag mag-alala kasi you're also part of my prayers. The next one is that you can control everything. Ma-highlight talaga yun siya na lesson sa akin this year. Because for someone like me, I really wanted to have a control sa lahat ng bagay. Like literally, when it comes to work, school, relationships, and all, I really wanted to make sure that I am in control. And nagbibigay talaga siya ng a lot of stress. And to be honest, I am still work in progress sa lesson learned na to. But I'm happy that I would say na let go ko na yung iba. Na-let go na yung iba. What I mean is that parang pinapa-ubaya ko na lang kay Lord yung mga things na always ako nasa-stress. Yung mga scenarios na I would say wala talaga akong control pero tinatry kong i-control. I'm just trying to control my mind. I'm having an anxiety here. Like super anxiety talaga na nagpa-panic attack ako and implementing this kind of mindset na you know what, you can't control that, kung ano yung gagawin nila, kung ano yung sasabihin nila sa'yo, and everything. Like, by putting this into my mind, by setting this into my mind, like, nakakuha talaga siya ng heaviness sa nafe-feel ko, and then, I just focus sa ibang bagay so that ma-divert sa ibang kailangan gawin. The next one I would say is letting go of toxic people in your life, especially those people who drains your energy. Those people who will question your sanity. Let go of those people. Toxic people, cut off. Yung ganun. Always make sure na you surround yourself with the people who uplift you, who can support you in all of your plans in life. So the next one is forgiveness is freeing. Kanina, mga letting go of toxic people, yung mga ganon. I think this one should also go hand in hand. Forgiveness is freeing. Because you know what? Nung andito na ako sa Australia, there are a lot of betrayals talaga na na-experience. Mapa-friend, mapa-under sa team ko. Ang dami talagang nangyari. Like, oh my God. Yung parang wala ako sa comfort zone ko and then all of these things are happening. Nakakaloka talaga siya. Like, nakaka-depress talaga siya. One thing na I would say, need mo siyang matutunang gawin is to forgive those people na they don't even ask for forgiveness. I know it's so hard, but it's so freeing talaga. And by forgiving those people, it will be a stepping stone for you to also move forward na and to accept more blessings. Because you know what, I feel like talaga if you have hatred in your heart, it's really hard for you to receive blessings. Yan yung napansin ko, like yung punong-puno ng hatred yung heart ko, like I'm so confused why these things are happening to me. I've been so good, wala akong inaapakang tao. I'm just here to help other people. I'm just here to love. I'm just here to be a blessing para sa ibang tao. But why these things are happening to me, like I always question why they are doing that. Like how can they do that to other person? I can't do that. Yung ganun ba? So if malet go mo yung hatred, if malet go mo yung bigat sa puso mo, like it will help you move forward and help you receive more blessings. And one thing I also struggle is that even now I really struggle to forgive myself. Like, it's hard to forgive myself for allowing those things to happen sa self ko na I could have done better. I could have prevented that. But then I always choose my heart. I always choose to be kind. I always choose to be understanding and everything. And in the end, ako yung mapapasama. It takes time. Right now, I'm still in the healing phase, healing stage. And hindi ko pa fully na-forgive yung self ko. But I would say, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I'm coming. Yung ganun. But yeah, I'm happy now. And I just let things flow. Kung ano yung mangyari. But I know na how people should treat me. And if hindi pasado sa gusto ko na mangyari, how you should treat me. If you will always treat me poorly and walang reason why you are treating me that poorly, like, well, bye-bye. Ganun na lang. Okay, so I feel like I've been talking for one whole day now. Anyway, I'm already done on my last 3, so let's finish this one. The next one is don't take yourself too seriously. Life is too short to be perfect. Because, you know what, hindi mo naman kailangan maging perfect para mag-enjoy. Yung mga little mistakes lang, pwede naman yung tawanan and then be better na lang next time. Siguro it's a sign if you are okay, if kung magkakamali ka, instead na i-pressure mo yung self mo, no, you should do this perfectly, yung mga ganun. Tinatawanan mo lang siya. And I think that's one thing na gusto kong i-continue talaga. You know what, kung nagkakamali ako, tinatawanan ko na lang. Especially when it comes to work, when it comes to like personal things like pagluluto, mga paglaba na bakit ganito na yung kulay, hindi mo kailangan na tama to, tama this one, hindi mo kailangan na on time. Oops! No, kailangan maging on time. Guys, if you're watching my previous video, like, ang problema ko talaga time management. Like, I'm so happy to update you na nasasali ko na sa pag-compute yung self-preparation time. Diba sabi ko sa inyo, always talaga ako maliliit, mga 30 minutes, mga 1 hour, yung ganun. It's because nakakalimutan kong i-compute na kailangan ko palang i-prepare ang self ko before going to work. Kasi before, nasanay talaga ako sa freelancing na, for example, ang time in is 8 a.m. Like, gumigising ako na sa mga 7:45, 7:50. And then just open the laptop and then kuha ng coffee. That's it. I'm so happy to say na kung nalilate man ako sa work ko ngayon, siguro mga around 5 minutes na lang. Hindi na siya 30, hindi na siya 1. Kasi natatawa ako yung before sa current work ko ngayon. Mas na-shock sila kung on time ako. Kung late ako, no comment. Pero kung on time ako, uy, Suzy, you are so early today. Yung ganun sila. So, but right now, I'm improving. Thank you, Lord. The next one is, life is better with snacks. Yes. Napansin ko talaga yan. Even before sa Philippines, snacks talaga ako. Hindi ako masyadong ma-meal. Kung mag-meal ako, like, konti lang yung meals ko. Or always ako nagsasnack. Even here in Australia, like, isa siya sa stress coping mechanism ko. Like, even sa work, from time to time, I always eat something. Like, chocolate biscuits, fruits, kahit ano, while I'm working, doing admin kind of thing. Always talaga ako sinasabihin ng boss ko na, "Are you eating again?" Natatawa siya. Tapos kumukuha siya sa kinakain ko din. I think if you are feeling bad or something, like, eating snacks can really help you feel better. If down yung mood nyo, eat snacks or eat something. Just fill your stomach. It will really make your mood a bit better. I'm not sure if inaalaw ako ng boss ko na mag-eat while mag-work. I don't take lunch breaks because I'm always eating while I'm working. I'm not sure if that's allowed sa workplace nyo or something, but my note here is that if you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, just fill your stomach with the things that makes your soul happy. For me, chocolates. Yeah, chocolates. Yan yung nakakapagbuhay sa akin. Yan yung reason na nakaka-survive ako ngayon. And that's also the reason why I'm so fat right now. It's because of that. Okay, so for the next one is, don't be afraid to pivot. Yep. Sometimes talaga yung pag-pivot is necessary for upskilling or for your personal growth. If you feel stuck sa career mo and you want to dive in new industry, then don't be afraid to pivot and embrace the new direction. That's what I'm trying to do now. I pretty love doing creative stuff like marketing, content creation, but I also have this passion sa ibang side that I really wanted to try to pursue. And yeah, I'm just trying to embrace it. I'm trying to enjoy yung learning journey ko towards getting into that kind of industry na super iba dun sa industry na na-experience ko. I would highly recommend to try the things that you want to try talaga, so that when you are old, wala kang regrets na, what if nag-try ako nito? What if I pivot? This is a very different niche sa current work ko or current career ko, but what if i-try ko din to kasi gusto ko to? Yung ganun. Parang wala kang regrets ba? Wala kang what ifs in life. Isa yan sa mahirap kung matanda na tayo na magkakaroon tayo ng what ifs, magkakaroon tayo ng regrets na hindi natin trinay o pinursue talaga yung mga gusto natin. Kung hindi tayo mag-succeed, then at least we know that we tried our best. Diba? So, yeah. I guess that's that for this video. And I think it's still early pa, yes. Still early pa, 4:35 pa. So, I think I can still go to the gym right now. And yeah, see you on my next video. Bye!